In one afternoon, one man stood on a stage and showed a room full of engineers almost everything you do on a computer today. The windows, the clicking, the links you follow without thinking, the video call. Two people editing the same document at the same time. And then he walked off that stage and watched other people get rich from every single piece of it. The thing in your hand right now, the mouse, was carved out of wood. I want to talk about Douglas Engelbart because the way we remember him is a small insult. We remember him as the guy who invented the mouse. That is like remembering Leonardo da Vinci for designing a nice doorknob. It is true, and it completely misses the point. Engelbart led a team at the Stanford Research Institute in California. In the early 1960s, while most of computing was still about feeding stacks of punch cards into machines the size of a room, he was asking a stranger question. Not how do we make computers faster, how do we make humans smarter using computers. He called it Augmenting Human Intellect. He wanted machines that worked with you, in real time, like a partner that never got tired. To point at things on a screen, his team needed a device. So an engineer on that team, Bill English, took Engelbart's rough sketch and built it. A little wooden shell. Two metal wheels underneath, one for sideways motion, one for up and down. A single button and a cord coming out of the back. Somebody in the lab thought the cord looked like a tail, and the name just stuck, the mouse. They tested it against light pens and other gadgets, and the clumsy wooden block beat all of them. People simply pointed faster with it. Then, on the 9th of December 1968 in San Francisco, Engelbart did something almost reckless. He sat down in front of 1,000 professionals and ran a 90-minute live demo of a working system, with his colleagues piping in video and data from miles away. No slides about the future, the actual future, running on screen in front of everyone, with a real chance of crashing. He moved the mouse and the marker moved with his hand. He clicked on a word and it jumped him to another document. Hypertext, the thing that became every link on the internet. He pulled up Windows. He reorganized a list with a few clicks. His colleagues, far across the state, appeared on the same screen and edited the same file with him while they talked, face to face, in a little video window. In 1968, when most people had never even seen a computer, people later called it the mother of all demos. And here is the part that stays with me. Almost nobody in that room knew what they were really looking at. They had just watched the next 50 years of computing, demonstrated live in 90 minutes, and most of the world simply was not ready to use any of it. That is the cruel lesson hiding inside this story. In business terms, being decades too early is impossible to tell apart from being wrong. The idea can be perfect, the execution can be flawless. If the world cannot hold it yet, you still lose, and you lose quietly. The market does not reward the person who is right. It rewards the person who is right at the exact moment everyone else is finally ready to agree. Engelbart was right about 20 years too soon, and 20 years is a lifetime in this business. Engelbart and English were granted a patent on the mouse, but the patent belonged to the institute, not to him, and it ran on a clock. It expired in 1987. The mouse only reached ordinary people through Xerox, and then through Apple, with the Lisa in 1983 and the Macintosh in 1984. By the time the whole planet was buying one, the patent was already dead. The institute reportedly licensed the mouse to Apple for around $40,000, just once. Engelbart, the man who pointed at the future before anybody else, earned essentially nothing from the billions of mice that came after. He did not invent a doorknob. He invented the room, the door, the whole building, and the way we would all move through it. And the world handed him a polite thank you note, while it paid everybody else. So the next time you reach for that little shape under your palm, remember it started as a block of wood. Holding up an idea the world took 20 years to catch. If this is the kind of history you want more of, you already know the gesture. Point at that subscribe button and click. One click, the same click he showed us all those years ago.